Hello. So as a way to balance out the other content that I've been putting out recently, love it or hate it, I'm going to start doing more weekly videos like I did before, just kind of on what's going on at work, what's going on in life, because unfortunately I do have a day job, which is being an infantry lieutenant. And I don't like using the word vlogs, but that's basically what they're turning into. So I've been home for about a month and a half now. And but between leave and quarantine, this is actually only like my second week of actual work to do. And a majority of this has just been paperwork, unloading connexes, and grabbing all of our stuff off of the boat. And then planning training on top of all this. And really my focus for the last couple of weeks has just been getting into a routine. I would say that since 99% of my time working with the unit, I was on a deployment with them in Europe, I didn't really get used to working at work at Fort Hood, if that makes sense. So like when I would go into work before I deployed, it would really only be for a couple hours to do a couple things to get ready for the deployment, and traffic was never bad or anything like that because there literally just wasn't anyone there. But now at Fort Hood, everyone's there and everyone's working at Fort Hood, so learning how to do certain things there is kind of what I've been adjusting to. I'm trying to learn how to balance everything a little bit better, so actually being home with family, petting my cats, buying groceries, traffic, all that other stuff. And oh my God, did I not miss traffic. People in Texas drive like they're giving birth. Not that they're transporting someone giving birth, that they themselves, the driver, are actively giving birth. I think it's a byproduct of growing up in Arkansas where people drive normally, because I'm already tired of how traffic is. Even at like 5 in the morning when I drive to work, it's still crazy. Not that it's crowded, but if you're not going 15 over the speed limit, some guy is going to be riding your ass like crazy. So I'm thinking of creative ways to solve this problem. But getting into the swing of things here at work has been fairly easy. It's just basically picking up where we left off before we left. But I will be getting a different job soon, so stay tuned for that. And this one's short mainly because there was nothing going on, but future ones will be longer, I promise you that. And I guess just because this one's short, I'll take the opportunity to talk about the other videos I have been putting out recently. They're really just my opinions on things that I like overthinking certain things to death. I almost think of things like that as a puzzle, where how can I connect these two things, and even if it's the most ridiculous way, but as convincingly as possible. So when I was making the Steve Rule video, I really just thought of it while sitting in bed one night thinking of a video to make up, and then I just started writing a script for it. And I really didn't even have to think very hard on it. It's just generally loose connections I was able to make broad strokes with that comes up with a convincing argument. But don't worry, I'm still going to be doing military related videos simply because that is still like 90% of my life. And it just so happened that while I was in quarantine on leave, I had time to overthink TV shows on Adult Swim. Say hi to Wednesday. She's my new cat. She doesn't like, she doesn't like being picked up. She scratches in all the worst areas. But I think now that I'm home, I think my focus is going to be upping my production value of what I'm doing. And when we start training up in earnest here in about a month, really taking advantage of that as much as I can. Both fortunate and unfortunate for me, my whole work knows that I do these videos. Unfortunate because that means they made me do videos for work, but fortunate meaning that if I start filming stuff in a certain way, they'll know what I'm doing, and generally they support it. As long as I'm not doing something dumb, which I try not to do.